The International Olympic Committee are just a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Let me show you why. At the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milano Cortina, a Ukrainian skeleton racer, Władysław Heraskiewicz, showed up with a helmet of memory. It didn't have a political slogan on it, no. It just had the portraits of the 24 Ukrainian athletes and coaches who'd been brutally murdered by Russia in its war of aggression against Ukraine. And the International Olympic Committee disqualified Heraskiewicz instantly. They cited their strict rule on political neutrality as the reason. Apparently to the IOC, acknowledging that your friends had been brutally murdered by a dictator is just a political threat that simply cannot be tolerated on the ice. Makes sense. Now meanwhile, over in Washington DC, Gianni Infantino, head of FIFA, probably the most corrupt organization on the whole fucking planet, and crucially also an IOC member himself, decided to hit up Donald Trump's inaugural Board of Peace meeting. We've also done a video on it quite recently. Do check it out by clicking the link below. Infantino didn't just attend the BOP meeting, no. Alongside many world leaders on the stage, he signed deals to build new stadiums in Gaza, and he also wore a fucking MAGA hat himself. Because I guess nothing screams political neutrality so much as strapping literal campaign merch of Donald Trump on your fucking forehead. Now, did the IOC ban Infantino, or probably stripped his credentials, or at least criticized him? No, of course not. The IOC cleared him and said that this doesn't constitute any breach of the political neutrality of sports rule. And this double standard is just staggering to me. A Ukrainian athlete just quietly grieving and showing the faces of his murdered colleagues and friends is a gross violation, but the head of FIFA, an organization basically built on the foundations of corruption and bribery, with a fucking MAGA hat, is not a problem at all. Him literally cozying up to world politicians is just diplomacy. Now here is the harsh reality. There is no such thing as political neutrality in sports, and there's never been. From Jesse Owens over at the 1936 Olympics, where he openly defied Adolf Hitler, the 1968 Black Power salute, the Russia state-sponsored doping in sports in order for them to win more medals, or Putin pretending that he knows how to play hockey. Every single one of those is an example of how inextricably intertwined sports and politics has always been. And it can also be a good thing, don't get me wrong. For example, sports is heavily dependent on state funding, and it's probably a good thing so that the athletes have more chances to actually win a medal at the Olympics. But we should at least acknowledge one thing. Neutrality in sport is a lie, and it has always been. So by all means, let's have aging, bald, corrupt men cozying up to Trump, but at the same time, don't ban the display of normal human emotions. Because if you do both of those things together, you are just a fucking hypocrite, like the International Olympic Committee.